What's going on? What's going on? So a lot of artists was asking me like, "Yo, Neff, is it do the blogs really work, man? Because I've been using blogs and they don't work, bro. Like every time I go to Fiverr and I go to use the blogs, I pay them $5-10 for the blogs, and then it doesn't work. Like I get blogged and then the music, it just goes down the page. They tag me, and then I don't get no favorites, no likes, no nothing. And then on top of that, I don't see my royalties go up. So if that's your situation, if you're having that problem, this video is for you. So basically, let me tell you, for the most part, blogs do work. Blogs work for getting music sales. I'll tell you a personal story. When I was trying to promote a record that I had for myself, is the only way I learned a lot of the marketing strategies that I have that I use with the artists that I work with is because I practiced it on my own music. That's like the best part about it. Like I had to make sure it worked for myself before I try to make it work for you. So anyway, what happened was I was like trying to get the record to sell and get it to move in a different kind of way. Because I already know how to push it on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and using all these playlists and all that. I know how to do that. I wanted to see, did the blogs work? So we definitely, I went and I made a SoundCloud link because I felt like SoundCloud was the easiest thing to do at the time. And I put the SoundCloud link on a different set of blogs. So I also created, what I did is I created a short code, like a short URL. I have a branded one, like mine is nephew.ly. So if you type in nefu.ly, it's my short link. I had it branded. I had to make a video about how to do that eventually. But I branded my own short link, and then I put my music in my short link. So what I did is I took the music and I put it in the short link, put the name of the song, and I stuck the song. It was Just Got Paid. I believe the name of my song. It Just Got Paid. And it's on SoundCloud, it's on Spotify, and everything else. But what I did is I put it on SoundCloud to make sure, because I have with the distribution, I have my SoundCloud pays royalties. So I just wanted to see if I can get some royalties. So I went on ahead and I put it on multiple blogs. I reached out to a publicist I know, and I asked her if she could like get me on some blogs, and she was like, "Yeah, I got you on the blogs." All right, so she found me some blogs, and then we did a write up, put a couple photos up, did a little write up, nice little story about Detroit artists, whatever, from wherever, and we dropped the record on the blogs. Now, it wasn't an exclusive, which is kind of one of the things I want to also talk about, the fact that my record wasn't exclusive. It had already been out for quite some time, so it wasn't like a brand new hookup, which is kind of one of the bad things that I did in that particular campaign. In the future, I know that if I drop another record, I want it to be exclusive to a particular blog. They can have it first, and then other blogs can copy off of them and try to share it afterward. But it dropped exclusively with this particular blog. That way, that blog can really push it and feature the material and this and that and the other. Anyway, I had never checked to ask the blog people if they followers or they members, how many they had, and what type of emails I could get or any of that. That was a big mistake. But what I did is I just gave them this link, and then they pushed it. Now, I look back in my Bitly. It's a Bitly app. So I use a Bitly app for my short link, the Bitly. And I went in there and I was checking it, and I could see the traffic coming in. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm getting traffic from the United States, getting traffic from Europe, getting traffic from Spain, all these countries, Canada. And I actually could tell that the traffic was mostly coming from direct. It said like other, it didn't really say exactly where, which means it was coming from a website. And some of the traffic came from Twitter. And surprisingly, also saw traffic from Facebook. Now, mind you, I had not used I haven't pushed it on my page at all, because this is after I put it on the Bitly. I mean, the song had already been on SoundCloud, but I put it on Bitly just then when I just did the promo. So that way I knew that the promo, all of the traffic had to come from the Bitly, the Bitly link. You know what I'm saying? So once I pushed it, it caught on with the blogs. And there was this was interesting. One blog would push it, but then like 20 blogs would grab it, and then they would push it too. That was what I did not expect. I thought it was just going to be one blog or 4 or 5 blogs, but It seemed like they were like in a blog connection or some type of blog gang or whatever. So once they posted it, it was like a bunch of blogs popped up and was posted on their Twitters. It was a lot of Twitters popping up. So I kind of thought that was cool. And nonetheless, the record did get out there. And surprisingly, I actually saw my royalties shoot up. Not just in SoundCloud, though. I saw it shoot up on Spotify. I saw the Apple plays go up. The Google plays go up. I seen basically the Deezer go up. Everything went up exponentially. Like I was looking at the royalties about 2-3 months later, and then it was all like spike. It was like a spike, a big spike. And I was like, whoa, okay. So people actually checked out the record. The spins was up pretty high. I had like a little video on YouTube, so the spins on that was pretty high too. So I thought, like, this is incredible. I can't believe this. This is amazing. And that's pretty much what happened with that. And so I was like, yo, really, the blog thing did work. I always thought it didn't work. Now, mind you, I will say this though. I did not pay for that. That kind of like happened because it was some favors owed. So in a way, the royalties that I got back from that was more than I spent, since I didn't spend anything. But had I have actually paid for a campaign, which probably would have cost a couple $100s or so, it wouldn't have made me as much as I spent. So that goes to show that in some cases, when you pay for this stuff, you might break even, and it doesn't really do you any good if you're trying to grow your money with your music. It's like, this is your thing. Now, you can say it's for exposure, but I mean, come on now. You can spend your whole life chasing exposure. Your bills can't get paid with exposure. I mean, I can't pay my rent with exposure. They be like, yo, rent is due, nephew. And I come in there like, well, you know what? I was on 5 blogs. I got exposure. So can my rent be paid? No, that doesn't work. So I have to get my money up. And that's why I was going to say it does work, but there's a catch. If you spend too much money, it might not be worth the royalties that you get back. And if it's just for the exposure, then do it for that reason alone. Anyway, if you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you think. Leave it in the comments what your favorite blog is. All right, peace.